Welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2017 the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. A weekend behind here as we had the Montana-Alberta tournament last weekend. But we've got Bozeman, Montana taking on Medford, Oregon in Game 6 today. And we're going to go ahead and jump into our starting lineup. Starting lineups sponsored by Garden of Reading, books, music, gifts, and more. Garden of Reading. And we'll start off with the Bozeman Bucks. Number 5, the left fielder, Tyler Doby, will lead things off. Number 7, the center fielder, Bailey Paddock, will bat second. Number 14, Morgan Hostetler, he'll pitch. Number 11, the catcher, Jake Murfitt. Number 20, the first baseman, Adam Hubley. Number 12, the third baseman, Ryan Evenson. The right fielder, number 2, Keller Murfitt, will bat seventh. Number 3, the second baseman, Peyton Price. And batting last, the shortstop, number 4, Mike Friend. For Medford, their starting lineups, number 25, the right fielder, Jacob Melton, will lead things off. Number 3, the second baseman, Tate Cowden. Number 32, the designated hitter, Nicholas Sanderson, will bat third. Number 10, the center fielder, Cole Carter. Number 6, the first baseman, Joe Johnson. Number 16, the left fielder, Casey Buchanan. Number 1, the third baseman, James Turnbull. Number 43, the catcher, Charles Little. And finishing out the batting order, number 14, the shortstop, Keller Edwards. So those are your starting lineups for Game 6 here, Day 2, Game 2 of the 2017 American Legion Baseball Tournament. Our umpires today are officials. Behind home plate is Eric Holden. First base is Brian Larson. And third base is Chris Aldinger.
Keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor America and those who sacrifice daily to protect our freedoms with our national anthem.
Already they honored our country, the soldiers that are fighting and that have fallen to serve our country for our rights. With them, we'll get underway now with the game.
We're running low on some sizes, so we need to know if we need to get some more shirts in.
So we are set to go here. 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Game number 2 of Day 2. Officially game number 6. We had game number 1 happen earlier this morning, and it would be Idaho versus Alaska. Idaho would get the win 3-1 over Alaska. Idaho moves on. They'll play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The loser of game 8, which is played at 7 tonight, that's Cheyenne and Wyoming. Alaska, with their 2 losses, they are done on the tournament. A couple of great teams there with the Twins of Idaho and Juneau Post 25. Had a moment to speak with the Alaska coach before they took off out of the stadium here. Very humble man. Had a Facebook message from one of the fans talking about how they don't lose, they learn. That is a phenomenal way to look at sports and life in general. That's the great thing about sports, is it teaches you all kinds of lessons about life before you even get there. If you want to let us know what you're doing, that you're listening, viewing, where you're at, where you're from, and if you want to cheer on your players here, your sports heroes here, well, let us know. You can tweet at us at MPSN406 on Twitter. Let us know. We'll give you a shout out on air here. Let everybody know that you're viewing and listening in on the game. We want to thank you for tuning in here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Free coverage here. We want to make sure that these fans get to see their young men play here. So many teams traveled from so far away. It's hard with a short notice turnaround. Teams finding out on Sunday and then having to turn around and head right here to Missoula. Quick turnaround. Teams like Hawaii and Oregon just getting in ahead of the banquet on Tuesday night. Tough travels. Alaska, they haven't been home in 2 weeks. They had a tournament in Anchorage before their state tournament last weekend. They stayed there, and then they would have their state tournament last weekend, and then jump on the plane here and come to Missoula. So they're looking forward to coming home and getting to know. It's always tough to lose, but they looking forward to a trip home, get some fresh laundry. So we're ready to go here. First pitch ready to go, and our leadoff batter for Bozeman is Tyler Doby, the left fielder, number 5. Bozeman would make their way into this side of the bracket, the loser outside. They would fall to Hawaii last night 6-2, and that was a close game up until late innings. Hawaii would be able to pull away and get the win 6-2. Medford, here's the pitch, and the starting pitcher for Medford, Oregon is number 5, Barry Hunt. His first pitch is a ball. They would get shut out by Cheyenne yesterday, 10-0. That pitch catches the inside of the plate on the left-handed batter, evens the count out at 1. Here's the pitch by Hunt. Fouled off for strike 2. Bozeman would make it into the tournament Sunday morning. We'd have a semifinal game in Bozeman on Sunday morning between the Billings Royals and the Bozeman Bucks. The winner got to play in Missoula for the championship game. This one's fouled. Oh, that was going to be fair down the first base line. Picked up by Hunt, tossed to first, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 7, Bailey Paddock.
But Bozeman and Billings Royals, they would battle it out in the semifinal game at 11 on Sunday, and Bozeman would win their way into playing the Missoula Mavericks for the state. A bid into the tournament here this week. Missoula being the host team, they get an automatic bid, so we have the runner-up team coming here, and that would be Bozeman. Close game, 4-3. Mavericks would get the win to get the championships. And pitch to Bailey Paddock is a ball. That one will slice the plate. Even the count out at 1. Center fielder number 7, Bailey Paddock, in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hockey and Lacrosse Wolf, Missoula's home for extreme sports. Here's the pitch, swung on. That'll be fouled in the netting. And we'll have a 1-2 count. Paddock settles in. And pitch with the Hunt, or Hunt with the pitch. That one's high, and we even the count out at 2 here. Opening half inning. Montana, Bozeman, and Oregon. And there is a ball to make it a full count at 3-2. Paddock settles in. Here's the pitch for Hunt. And that will strike out the batter, and Hunt will have a K with the second batter. That'll bring up the pitcher, number 14, Morgan Hostetler. Hostetler settles in to the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hunt waiting for the pitch on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch. That one will be outside on the left-handed batter for ball one. Cunningham Law, an experienced family law attorney serving Missoula and western Montana. Cunningham Law. This one's going to be hit out to the shortstop. He'll get it off the bounce. The throw to first is there in time, and Medford will retire the inning. So 1-2-3 goes Bozeman. Medford will have their opportunity here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience, and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Prep Sports heroes. Welcome back to Ogren Park at Allegiance Field here in Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, as we've got coverage of the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament, Bozeman, Montana versus Oregon. And it's the Oregon portion of the opening inning. Bozeman would go up 3. 3 would go down in that opening half frame. On the mound, on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound, is Morgan Hostetler. His first opportunity to pitch this weekend. Hostetler, fine specimen of a athlete, great football player, great baseball player. Here's the pitch, throw to second, and that indicates the start of the half inning. And our leadoff batter for Medford is number 25, the right fielder, Jacob Melton.
Leading off the right fielder, number 25, Jacob Melton.
So Melton, he'll settle into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hostetler waits. Now he's ready for the first pitch. It's on its way. That one's high and off the glove for ball one. Hostetler settling in. The first base coach for Medford, he is calling the plays. That pitch is going to be high. Makes it 2-0 on the count. For Medford, for Bozeman, manager Rich Poliquin, and for Medford, Paul White. And Hostetler will throw a strike on that one to even the count out at 1. Here's the pitch. This one will be hit foul over the concession stands down the third base line here at Ogren Park. Batter settles back in. Melton. Hostetler ready for the pitch. Right-handed pitcher is Hostetler. Pitch is on its way. Swung on. Out short in center field. It'll hop in front of the center fielder, and Medford will start out with a runner on first.
Second baseman number 3, Dave Cowden.
That'll bring up the center fielder, second baseman, number 3, Tate Cowden. Cowden, right-handed batter, settles in. Here's the pitch by Hostetler. In the dirt, outside. No outs here. Bottom of the first inning. Runner at first. Scoreless on the Stitches scoreboard. Throw to first, diving back in. We would see a pickoff play successful this morning with Alaska picking off Idaho at first. Here's the pitch. That one is low. And we go to a 2-0 count here. No outs on the board yet, and a runner at first. Hostetler checks the runner at first. One-step lead out there for Melton. Swung on and missed for strike one. So a 2-1 count here now. As Cowden settles into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Deep breath and a pitch by Hostetler. Runner's going to go. Throw to second is there, but not in time. No, it is. They get the pickoff at second for out number 1. Great job by Murfitt to get the throw to second from the catcher's position and the out. So an even count at 2 here for Cowden. Hostetler with the windup. Pitch on the way. That one's outside, and we go to a full count. Cowden settles in. Hostetler nods at the pitch. It's on its way. That one's high and inside. They'll walk the batter. That'll bring up the designated hitter, number 32, Nicholas Sanderson. Sanderson takes a moment, looks down the first base line. No signal from the first base coach. Runner at first, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Morgan Hostetler on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the inside of the plate for strike 1. So Hostetler is zoning back in here. 0-1 count. He'll settle in. Nicholas Sanderson, the designated hitter. He'll swing on this one. It goes deep into center field. Center fielder on his bike, diving for it. He'll get the grab. The runner will hold at first, and that's 2 outs. What a diving play by Bozeman center fielder Bailey Paddock.
Center fielder number 10, Cole Carter.
That'll bring up the Oregon center fielder, number 10, Cole Carter. Takes a moment, and then settles to the Hockey Wolf batter's box. That one will be low for a ball. Let us know that you're listening in, viewing in, folks. Follow us on Twitter at MPSN406. Send us a tweet. Let us know that you're watching, and we'll mention it on air. That one's fouled down the third base line, and we even move to an even count at 1. Last night when Bozeman played Hawaii, we had quite a bit of tweets coming in from both Hawaii and Bozeman. It was a lot of fun last night talking to you guys. So let us know that you're watching. Give us a shout out, and we'll give you some love on air. Throw to first. Runner's back. Carter settles back in. Here's the pitch by Hostetler. It's outside. And we've got a 2-1 count here with 2 outs, bottom of the first. Hostetler with a deep breath, nods at the pitch, checks the runner at first over his left shoulder. Here's the pitch. This one will be hit into center field. Center fielder backs up, gets it in the glove, and that will end the inning. Oregon will get one on. They'll leave them there, and it stays at zeros on the Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 30 years, Garden of Eden has passionately pursued to aid Missoula's area churches in their mission to evangelize the surrounding areas. Garden of Eden has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop in to visit their full-service coffee bar and luscious homemade fudge. Shop their online store and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. Visit them at www.shopgardenofreden.com or stop by their store at 2621 Brooks. Garden of Eden is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports and the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Ogren Park at Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got Bozeman, Montana taking on Oregon. Top of the second inning, scoreless. And our leadoff batter here for Bozeman is number 11, the catcher, Jake Murfitt. So Murfitt will settle in. On the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound for Medford is Barry Hunt. He takes a moment, gathers himself, and now the pitch. That one will be outside for ball 1. Murfitt settles in. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be golf swung out into left field. Bounces in front of the left fielder. Murfitt will lead off the inning with a single. That'll take us to the first baseman, number 6, Joe Johnson. We've got number 6 here on my score sheet, but the PA announcer just announced him as number 20. Oh, there we go. It is Adam Hubley for the Bucks. First pitch is a ball. Hunt checks the runner at first. This one will throw to second. Back to first. Too high. They get the leadoff runner. The runner will hold it first. He gets back in, and they get him out at first. Again. Bozeman first coach down the line are officials. Eric Holden behind the plate, Brian Larson down first base, and Chris Aldinger down the third base line, and on the double play. And very quickly, there's 2 down for Bozeman. That'll take us to number 12, the third baseman, Ryan Evenson. Evenson settles in. Here's the pitch by Hunt. This one will be fouled off back towards the concrete barrier for strike 1. Evenson will settle in. Hunt nods at the pitch and the windup. That one fouls into the netting, and we're in an 0-2 count here for Evenson. Each team with a hit so far. We are at the top of the second, scoreless here in Missoula. Here's the pitch. That one's high, and we're at a 1-2 count now. Let us know that you're watching, folks. Tweet us at MPSN 406. This one he'll reach for, hit into center field. Center fielder's there, and that will expire the inning. 1, 2, 3. Bozeman will get 2-1, but they'll get the double play to find themselves behind. It's tied at 0. We'll have the bottom of the second in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has the news on Missoula and surrounding communities' sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Follow us on Twitter at MPSN406. MPSN406.com, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Bottom of the second here at Ogren Park, Allegiance Field in Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have continued coverage of the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Right now, Bozeman, Montana taking on Oregon. Bottom of the second, scoreless. And the leadoff batter for Oregon is the first baseman, number 6, Joe Johnson. First pitch by Morgan Hostetler, who's on the Cunningham Law Office pitcher's mound, is a ball. Hostetler settles on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter. Evens the count out at 1. Hostetler with the pitch. That one is inside. And we go to a 2-1 count here. We'll have the 4 o'clock game here coming up. It is the Missoula Mavericks and Yakima. Both teams winners. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go foul and land deep on the grassy knoll down the third baseline here. Mavericks, or the Missoula Osprey Pioneer League baseball team. That's who plays here at Ogren Park. They've got a grassy area for the general admission people to come in, a picnic area. It's kind of cool for them to sit there. This one's going to be bounced out. Second baseman with the pickup, the throw to first, and that will be out number 1 on the inning. Great play by the second baseman,
The left fielder, number 16, Casey
Peyton Price. That'll bring up number 16, the left fielder, Casey Buchanan. Medford, they would get in 0. First pitch catches the plate for Hostetler. Hostetler in the lead on the count here, 0-1. Bozeman, they would come into this game. They'd fall to Hawaii last night 6-2, and that was a lot closer game than the score says. That was close all the way up until the 7th inning, and then Hawaii would swing their bats and pull out to the 6-2 win. Even count here for Buchanan. That pitch makes it a 2-1 count now. Morgan Hostetler on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. He'll take a deep breath. Pitch on the way. Swung on. That one's going to go foul over the netting down the third base line. Now you'll notice I haven't mentioned in the lineup here one of the key players for Bozeman, And that would be Andrew Papura. He's not even on the card. He's going to Montana Tech. I'm wondering if he didn't start camp this week. Here's the pitch. Inside for Hostetler. Makes it a full count at 3-2. Only speculation there, but I believe that Papura is going to Tech this fall, and they started their football camp this week. So he might be over there instead. Pitch is outside. They'll go ahead and walk the batter. And with one out here, Medford's got one on.
Third baseman number 1, James Turnbull.
That'll take us to number 1, the third baseman, James Turnbull. He looks down the first base line. Coach White, no signal, so Turnbull will settle in. Hostetler waits for the pitch. Buchanan, and they call a balk. And the runner will advance to second. And the umpire, Eric Holden, explains to the Bozeman dugout why it was called a balk. Bottom of the second, scoreless here. Here's the pitch by Hostetler. That one catches the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike 1. James Turnbull in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Runner at second, 2-step lead out there. Here's the pitch by Hostetler. Outside, evens the count out at 1. One out here, bottom of the second, scoreless. Bozeman, Montana, taking on Oregon. We want to welcome in all our fans that are viewing in on the Missoula Prep Sports Network, as well as Missoula Prep Sports Network app. That pitch is high, and we go to a 2-1 count. Turnbull settles in. He's got the lead on the count. Runner steps away from second. Hostetler will watch him, and now the pitch. Swung on. This was going to hop out past the second baseman, rolls out into right field, and with one out here, Oregon's got runners on the corners.
The catcher, number 43, Charles Little.
That'll bring up the catcher, number 43, Charles Little. And Murfitt will step in front of the plate and signal the field where the out is. The first baseman, Adam Hubley, comes out and a little encouragement for Hostetler. Here's the pitch. Show and bunt. Ball's outside. Well, they said it caught the plate. So it'll be strike 1. Little settles back into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hostetler checks the runner at first. And now the pitch. Bunt laid down the first base line. It's a beautiful one as it rolls past the first baseman. And they call it foul. Everybody will reset and head back to their bases. Buchanan thought that he had the score and cleared the bat and started to head back to the dugout, but the umpire says no. So 0-2 count here. One out, bottom of the second. Goose eggs on the scoreboard. First steps away. On the corners is where the runners are for Medford. Here's the pitch. That one's high, and we'll have ball 1 here for Little. Looks down the first base line. Signal called in. Throw to first. Runner stands up as he comes back. Here's the pitch. Check swing. And they say he went, and Hostetler's got a K. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the second, and that'll bring up the shortstop, number 14, Keller Edwards. Edwards, his first opportunity to bat on the tournament. He didn't play yesterday. Or he didn't bat yesterday, I should say. Here's the pitch by Hostetler. Low. Ball one. Hostetler will check the runner at first, and now the pitch. That one catches the inside of the plate on the right-handed batter, and we've got an even count at 1. That one's fouled off. And we've got a 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Runners at first and third for Oregon. Scoreless game here in the bottom of the second. Morgan Hostetler on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Foul down the third base line. That one's going to first base line. That one's going to land in the party deck that overlooks the first base line. Mike's Print and Copy bullpen. Mike's Print and Copy. High quality copies and digital printing. Mike's Print and Copy. Hostetler waits for the pitch. Now settles on the mound. It's on its way. This one will be hit deep into left field. Left fielder will get it in the glove, and that will end the inning. So Medford, Oregon will get 2 on. They'll leave them there, and it will stay zeros on the scoreboard. Top of the third in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the I Fly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at I Fly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow I Fly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. I Fly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Bozeman, Montana, and Oregon in Game 6 here. We're scoreless at the top of the third here at Ogren Park, Legion's Field in Missoula, Montana, home of the Missoula Osprey Pioneer League. They're on break right now. Had the All-Star game last week. And leading off for Bozeman is number 2, the right fielder, Keller Murfitt. He'll settle into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. This one will be hit past the first baseman. He can't glove it, and the runner will get on for Bozeman. Bozeman's led off both the last 2 innings with a run. Or with a hit, I should say. Baseman. Filling in for Papura. Barry Hunt on the Cunningham Law. Sliding back in safely. Now settles in on the Cunningham pitcher's mound. Here's we've got the next game coming up here at 4, folks. It is between Yakima and the Missoula Mavericks, the host team. Runner steps away from first. 1-step lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Price looks down the third base line. Coach Poliquin, the manager for the Bucks, the third base coach, successful coach is Poliquin. He's led this is the first year with the Bucks. He's been with the Bitterroot Red Sox, which is an A-level team, and he's taken them to the Northwest Regional Tournament several times in the last several years. Turned the Bucks program around. They have some great players on their team. Here's the pitch, and that one will be inside. It'll be a 1-2 count. Familiar with Bozeman because they are part of the Mavericks Conference, but they've got some great players on their team. There's just that one little tweak that a coach can put in there, and that's what Poliquin did, is turn this team right around, and they would be the runner-up at the state tournament. This one's going to be hit deep and high into center field. Center fielder is back there, and with the catch is Carter for out number 1. Getting some tweets in here. We'll read them in just a moment. 1 out here, top of the 3rd. So we've got a tweet here from @WCCMF. Cheering on Mustangs. Keller Edwards from his mom, dad, and whole family here in Oregon. Got another one here from @Purpura Dan. Andy Purpura is heading to Centra College in Louisiana today to begin his college studies and baseball career. Congratulations to Purpura to get out there and get to the next level with baseball. Thanks for the update there. @Purpura Dan. Keep them coming, folks. We love hearing from you, and we'll give you a shout out on air when you send us a tweet. Back into the action here. Even count at 1 for Mike Friend. Barry Hunt on the mound. Runner at first. 1 out. And the pickoff play, almost very close there. The runner at first getting back just in time. Here's the pitch by Hunt. This one's going to be hit past the third baseman. It'll roll out into center field. Picking it up on the knee is the outfielder, and Bozeman with 1 out here. They've got runners at first and second. That'll take us to the top of the batting order for Bozeman. Number 5, Tyler Doby. Let us know that you're viewing the game, and we will send you a shout out at MPSN406 on Twitter. Hunt settles in on the mound. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Doby. That one will be hit down the first baseline. The first baseman can't handle it. Runner comes around from second, rounds third. Poliquin holds the runner at third, and Bozeman strikes blood first. They're up 1-0 on the Stitches scoreboard. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Runners at first and third, and that'll bring us to Bailey Paddock. So the Bucks strike blood first, making it 1-0 here. And here comes Paddock. He'll settle into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hunt checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Outside. Stratton here, Sports Network, covering the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament here in Missoula, Montana. Game 6, Montana versus Oregon. Here's the pitch by Hunt. That one's off the toe. The runners will advance, coming down the line from third, and Bozeman will score, making it 2-0 as Friend comes across, and the runner will advance to second with 1 out here. Bozeman getting going here. Hunt settles in on the mound. Runner steps away from second. Heavy 2-step lead. Maybe even he'll cuddle back into a step lead, 2-step lead. That pitch outside on the plate for strike 1. 2-1 count here. And I think we're a little bit behind. No, it is Paddock. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's the pitch. Swung on down the third base line. Third baseman will glove it. The throw to first is there, and that'll be out number 2. Nice job by the third baseman to force the runner at second to hold. And they get the out at first. So 2 outs here. Top of the third. Bozeman leads Oregon 2-0. And the pitcher, Morgan Hostetler, steps to the plate. Hostetler, watched him blast one over the wall last Sunday against the Missoula Mavericks in the championship game. Let's see what he's got here. Here's the pitch. The throw to first or second, and they get him. No. Third base umpire says he is safe. And Hostetler will settle in now in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Jake Murfitt in the Access Fitness on deck circle. Here's the pitch. Swung on right at the pitcher. It'll roll out to center field. Hops at the fringe. They send the runner around from second. The throw to home is not in time, and Bozeman takes a 3-0 lead here in the top of the third. That one, it would catch the fringe out there at the outfield and hop up into the air. That'll take us to number 11, Jake Murfitt. He'll look down the third base line. Coach Poliquin with the signal. And now he settles into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hunt taking a moment to gather himself before he climbs up on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound and gets the ball back from the first baseman. In the on deck for Bozeman, the Access Fitness on deck is Adam Hubley. Access Fitness, no initiation, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike 1. 2 outs here, top of the third. Bozeman leads 3-0 on the Stitches scoreboard. Hunt now with the pitch. Outside, and we'll even the count out at 1. Poliquin with the signal. And now Murfitt settles. Down the first base line it goes. Rolls out into right field. Poliquin will hold the runner. No, he's going to go ahead and come around. The throw to third is not there in time. No, they throw him out at third. And that will end the inning. So Bozeman, they score 3 and take a 3-0 lead here at the top of the third. We'll have the bottom of the third in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Stitches can handle your large-scale projects for your team, special event, or for your organization. With their on-site graphic artists and design support team, Stitches can help you turn your idea into a compelling logo. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632. Stitches is a we make you look good.
Feel stuck to your computer when you're cheering on your prep sports hero when you can't make it to the game? Well, now you don't have to. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has the app for all of Missoula high school sports fans.
It doesn't get any better than this. This is the future.
Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network, the iTunes, Google Play app stores, and take the game on the go.
How fantastic is that?
The Missoula Prep Sport Network knows that life is busy. You don't have time to sit by the computer. Download the app and take the game with you.
Welcome back to Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Bozeman, Montana leads Oregon 3-0. There's the throw to second base to indicate the start of the inning. And our leadoff batter on the inning for Medford is number 25, Jacob Melton. Let us know that you're watching, folks. Tweet us at MPSN406 on Twitter. Morgan Hostetler on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. First pitch is high for ball 1. We want to welcome in all the fans that are watching at mpsn406.com and on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. You guys are the ones that make these young men feel like the sports heroes that they are. Umpires trying to communicate with the dugout for Oregon, and they don't have a first base coach. Umpire says, we need a first base coach over there, and first base coach comes out of the dugout and hustles down the line there. Here's the pitch. Swung on. High and deep into right field. This one's going to hit the fence, off the wall, and it will roll towards center field. Runner comes around. He's got third, and he'll hold there. And Oregon will lead off with Melton on a triple. That'll take us to Tate Cowden, the second baseman. He'll step into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. And in the Access Fitness on-deck circle is Nicholas Sanderson. So Oregon with no outs here, threatening at third. Hostetler, deep breath in the pitch. Now it'll be high for a ball. But we want to thank all the listeners for tuning in. You're the ones that make these young men feel like the prep sports heroes they are. We want to thank you for that. We're excited we were able to bring this as a free broadcast to you fans to get you to view your teams and root them on. A lot of these teams, well, all the teams, traveling great distances to get here to Missoula for this tournament. We were able to pick up a couple of local sponsors, but we fell short of our cost coverage here. If you know somebody that'd be interested in donating to our cause here with the tournament, well, let us know. Send us an email. Go to the MPSN 406 homepage, and at the bottom of the page, we've got the Contact Us tab. And send us an email and let us know. They're going to go ahead and walk Cowden. And that'll bring up number 32, Nicholas Sanderson.
Number 32, Nicholas Sanderson.
And Cole Carter will go to the Access Fitness on-deck circle. So with no outs here, Oregon's got runners on the corners. Bozeman leads Oregon 3-0 on the Stitches scoreboard. Medford yesterday, they would play Cheyenne and get shut out. They're looking to see if they can get something up there on the board. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball one. And that's going to, Poliquin's going to come out and have a conference with Hostetler on the mound. That'll bring out Murfitt as well for a brief conversation. Brief conversation, and Poliquin will make his way back to the dugout. Everybody settles back into their positions. Stedler ready with the pitch. This one's going to be hit deep into center field. And there for the catch and the first out is the center fielder. Third base runner will tag and come home, and Medford is on the board to make it 3-1. That'll bring up the center fielder, Cole Carter. And Joe Johnson goes to the Access Fitness on deck circle. Runner steps away from first. Hostetler will check in. One out here, bottom of the third. It's a 3-1 score on the Stitches scoreboard. Bozeman in charge. And that pitch is outside for ball one. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate to even the count out at 1 now. Hostetler settles in on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. Runner steps away from first. Here's the pitch. That one's high, and we'll go to a 2-1 count. Hostetler settles. Deep breath in the pitch. This one will be hit off the hand grips into center field. Center fielder is there, and that will be out number 2. The runner will hold at first. That'll bring us to the first baseman, Joe Johnson. And Casey Buchanan goes to the Access Fitness on deck circle. So Johnson settles in, left-handed batter. Murfitt looks towards the dugout, gets the pitch signal, and relays it to Hostetler. Hostetler checks the runner at first. 2 down here, bottom of the 3rd. That pitch is outside as the runner at first was playing mind games like he was going to go to second. 3-1 Bozeman on the Stitches scoreboard. Oregon got on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd. Hostetler with the pitch. That one's low. Makes it 2-0 on the count. Johnson settles back into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Checks the runner at first, does Hostetler, and now the pitch. That one is low. And we go to a 3-0 count. Medford's dugout. All kinds of encouragement coming out of there to cheer on their men. You can cheer on, let us know that you're cheering them on wherever you're at. Send us a tweet at MPSN 406. That one catches the plate, and Hostetler gets back into the count here at 3-1. Hear the Lifeline helicopter coming into St. Patrick's Hospital just across the river from us. Here's the pitch. That one will be low, and they'll go ahead and walk the batters. So runners at first and second for Oregon with 2 outs here. And that'll take us to the left fielder, Casey Buchanan. And James Turnbull will go to the Access Fitness on deck circle. So Buchanan settles into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Bozeman leads Oregon 3-1. Hostetler with the pitch. Check swing, he did not go, so it'll be ball 1. Hostetler settles, checks the runner at second. 2-step lead out there for the runner. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And that'll even the count out at 1. Cut. As he would have to lean on the bat after the swing. Hostetler gets the pitch. Checks the runner at second. 2-step lead out there. 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go deep into left field. Left fielder is racing for it. It'll hop in front of him and roll down the 3rd base line. He'll pick it up with the bare hand. The runner will tag at 3rd, come home, and Oregon is within 1 now as they make it 3-2 with runners at 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs.
Number 1, James.
That'll bring up the 3rd baseman, James Turnbull, and Charles Little will go to the Access Fitness on deck circle. Turnbull settles into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hostetler, and they're going to call a balk on Hostetler. Runner will come down from 3rd, and it's now tied at 3 with 2 outs and a runner at 3rd. Hostetler confused about the bulk. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball one. 2 outs here. Bottom of the third. Tie game at 3. Turnbull settles into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hostetler checks the runner at third, and here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. Evens the count out at 1. So Coach Hathaway here for the Missoula Mavericks just a little bit ago, checking things out. Turnbull settles, and now Hostetler with the pitch. That one's behind Turnbull as he ducks out of the way. And we go to a 2-1 count. Hostetler settles on the mound now. Deep breath and the pitch is on its way. That one's low, and we go to a 2-1 count. Turnbull, 1 for 1. Hostetler now with a deep breath. Runner at third steps away. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the plate, and we're at a full count now at 3-2. Hostetler shakes off the first pitch, nods at the second. Here's the pitch. This one will be fouled off into the netting, and Turnbull will stay alive. He'll settle back into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Runner steps away from third. 2 outs here. Bottom of the third. Tied at 3. Here's the pitch. And they'll walk the batter. So runners at first and third for Oregon. And got Coach coming down the line here. And it looks like number 8, Ryan Lorenz, will come to the plate now in the place of Charles Little.
Your attention, please, for Oregon, batting for Little, number 8, Ryan Lorenz.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. So Ryan Lorenz will come in, number 8, for Little. Little behind the plate. And it looks like Oregon's going to go ahead and get some action going on, as well as Bozeman. So both Mike's Print and Copy bullpens with action going on. Hostetler will check the runner. And now the pitch. That one will be just a hair wide. Ball 1. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Tied at 3 on the Stitches scoreboard. Runners on the corners for Oregon. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go into center field. Center fielder will come up and get it in the glove, and that will end the inning. And it will be a tie game at 3 on the Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Some changes in life are too painful to go through. Law can help in making decisions, from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has the news on Missoula and surrounding communities' sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Follow us on Twitter at MPSN406. MPSN406.com, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have Game 6 of the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Bozeman, Montana versus Oregon. And it's tied at 3 at the top of the 4th inning here. Both bullpens. Action going on. Can't see who is in the Bozeman bullpen. There's netting that's kind of obscures and can't see the number on the player that is warming up in the bullpen down there. Barry Hunt still on the mound for Medford. We did see action in the last half inning with the bullpen of Oregon. And our leadoff batter here for Bozeman is number 20, Adam Hubley. And they'll put, so they put Turnbull behind the plate. And Dylan Marsh will come in and switch out where Turnbull was at third. And the first pitch to Hubley is a ball. This one he'll swing on. It'll foul up over the top of us here. And that will count as a strike as it bounces down the stairs and out into the field of play. Tied at 3 here in the top of the 4th. Leadoff batter for Bozeman. That would be Adam Hubley. That pitch catches the plate, evens the count out at 1. Ryan Evenson in the Access Fitness on deck circle. Still trying to catch a number on the pitcher warming up in, that's number 13. Now he turns around and we see it, and that's Hunter Williams for Bozeman. Saw Williams pitch at Bozeman last week against the Mavericks and the Royals. He's got a stellar arm. Here's the pitch by Oregon. And Hunt's pitch will be outside. And we even the count out at 2 here. Looking at Hunt's pitching. This one's going to be fouled off. And we've got a full count at 3-2 here for Hubley. But looking at the pitch count here for Hunt, 37 pitches in, 24 of those have been strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, and they'll walk the leadoff batter. That'll bring us to Ryan Evenson. And
Number 12, Ryan Evenson.
Evenson will settle in to the Hockey Wolf batter's box. And that'll put Keller Murfitt in the Access Fitness on deck. Here's the pitch. Hit up over Hunt's head, out to second. They pitch it to second, but not there in time. And the runners for both.
Number 2, Keller Murfitt.
That'll bring up Keller Murfitt. And Peyton Price, the Access first and second. No outs here. Tied at 3, top of 4. Barry Hunt on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound, and he will step off to get the runners to go back to their bases. First and second. Barry now settles. And the pitch. Bunt laid down. It's going to be a high floater. Caught by the third baseman for the out. Nice hustle by number 37, Dylan Marsh, who just came into the game. Laying it all out down there
Number 3,
for the out. So 1 down here for Bozeman. That'll take us to the second baseman, Peyton Price. And Mike Friend will go to the Access Fitness on deck circle. that one fouled off for strike one. So Price will settle in. And here's the pitch. Outside, evens the count out at 1. Price 0 for 1 on the day. Hunt settles in on Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. Checks the runner at second. Here's the, nope, they're gonna, Hunt will pull it down. Forces the runners back to their bases. One out here at the top of the 4th. Tied at 3 on the Stitches scoreboard. Hunt settles now. Price ready for the pitch. It's on its way. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. And we go to a 1-2 count. Osprey flying over. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. And Price will stay alive with a 1-2 count. So Price settles back into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Runners at first and second, one out here, top of 4. Tie game at 3. Here's the pitch. This one hit high over second base. Center fielder will come in and he will get it in the glove. Runners will hold it first and second, and that'll be 2 down.
Number 4.
That'll take us to number 4, the shortstop, Mike Friend. Let us know you're watching and where you're watching from. Tweet us at MPSN 406. Let us know, and we'll give you some love on air. Friend settles in. The Hockey Wolf batter's box. Tyler Doby in the Access Fitness on deck. Pitch is outside on the plate for strike 1. Runners at first and second here for Bozeman with 2 outs. They'll step away from their bases. Barry Hunt on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. Checks the runner at second. And now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No. Evens the count out at 1. Hunt with the pitch. Swung on, fouled back in the netting, and we'll have a 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Tied at 3, Bozeman and Oregon. Winner advances. Winner advances. They'll play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Here's the pitch outside, and we'll have an even count at 2. They'll play at 1 o'clock. The loser of the 7 o'clock game with Game 7, which is the 4 o'clock game today between Yakima and the Mavericks. Hunt with the pitch. And he's got to get out of the way. I'm not quite sure if that actually hit Friend or if it hit the bottom of the bat as he ducks out of the way. And Poliquin comes down the third base line. He's got a few words for Friend to encourage him. And I think he wants, nope, he'll turn around after his little whistle in the ear to Friend. Friend settles back into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Even count at 2 with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Outside, and we move to a full count. We did see action in the Oregon bullpen earlier, but not in an inning. Bozeman does have somebody warming up. Runners will advance. Hit down the line to third. The tag on the bag, and that will end the inning. So Bozeman will leave 2 on. They won't be able to capitalize, and it stays tied at 3. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience, and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFlyFish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got coverage of the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Right now, Bozeman, Montana taking on Medford, and it's tied at 3. Medford out of Oregon. Bottom of the 4th, tied at 3, and Oregon's leadoff batter is number 14, Keller Edwards. So Edwards will settle in to the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Here's the pitch by Hostetler. This one will be hit high and deep, and the center fielder will come up and take care of it for out number 1. That will bring up number 25, Jacob Melton, the leadoff batter for Oregon. And Tate Cowden will go to the Access Fitness on-deck circle. So Hostetler, Morgan Hostetler for Bozeman with the pitch. This one will be hit foul into the bullpen of the Bucks down the first base line. Just looking at Hostetler here, he's 72 pitches in, 35 of those have been strikes. He's got an 0-1 count here on Melton. Here's the pitch. That one evens the count out at 1. Hostetler settles on the mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go deep down right field. Right fielder's there. Second baseman says he's got it, and it drops. Oh, the right fielder not able to handle it. It'll hop out of his glove, and the runner will reach second off the error. And we've got another tweet in here. Watching and Nick Anderson's mom. Go Medford Mustangs. Thank you at Nikki NSA. We appreciate you sending us, let us know that you're cheering on your guys as sports heroes. We appreciate that. Hostetler now. Tate Cowden, the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Nicholas Sanderson in the Access Fitness on deck circle, and a swing and a miss for Cowden. Runner at second for Medford with 1 out here. Bottom of the 4th, tied at 3. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, runner will hold at second, and we even the count out at 1. 1 out here. Cowden settles back into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hostetler gets the pitch. Checks the runner at second, who's got a 2-step lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to split second or shortstop and third. The runner will hold at third. They throw home, but the runners will hold. And with 1 out here, Oregon's got runners at first and third. That'll take us to number 32, Nicholas Sanderson. And Cole Carter will go to the Access Fitness on deck circle. Jake Murfitt will step in front of the plate and signal the field. Runners on the corners. And we've got @friend_23 watching from Bellevue, Washington. Go Bucks. Thank you. @friend_23 letting us know that you are watching. The pitch outside makes it 1-0 on the count. One out here, bottom of the fourth. Tied at 3. Runner at first and third for Oregon. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one high over second base. Center fielder coming up for it. Loses his hat and he's got it in the glove. The runner tags at third, but he'll hold as Jake Murfitt comes up with the ball on the third base line, and everybody forces back to their bases. So 2 down now for Oregon. Runners at first and third, bottom of the fourth. And that will take us to the center fielder, Cole Carter. He'll settle into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. And Joe Johnson goes to the Access Fitness on deck circle. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate for strike 1. Hostetler pushing in to the 80s here on his pitch count. 120 is the limit. That's the wall that they let the pitchers go to. Then they switch them out. Bunt laid down. Nice one down the third base line. Picked up by the third baseman. The throw to first is not there in time. The runner is safe. And we've got a score as Melton comes across. And Oregon takes a 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the fourth.
Number 6, Joe Johnson.
That'll take us to the first baseman, Joe Johnson. And Casey Buchanan goes to the Access Fitness on deck circle. So Hostetler palms the ball, waits for the pitch. Now he's got it. Steps off the mound for a moment. Runners hold on their bases. First and second, 2 outs here for Oregon. They're up 4-3 on the Stitches scoreboard. Here's the pitch. That one's high for ball 1. Looking at Johnson, he is 0 for 1, but he's got a run. He was walked. Hostetler gets the pitch, checks the runner at second, 2-step lead. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the inside of the plate on the left-handed batter, and we even the count out at 1. Runners step away from their bases at first and second. Now we've got action going on in the bullpen. Looks like number 13 is back out there to warm up. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go deep into right field. Off the wall from first. Second save. And 2 runs score off the double to make it 5. To make it 6. And Poliquin on his way out to the mound. We're going to see Williams come in here. He reaches for the ball and waves for Williams. So we'll step aside for 60 seconds while the new pitcher warms up here. Oregon leads Bozeman 6-3 on the Stitches scoreboard. Bottom of 4. We'll be back in 60.
Stitches of Missoula resource for embroidering. Stitches can handle your large-scale projects for your team, special event, or for your organization. With their on-site graphic artists and design support team, Stitches can help you turn your idea into a compelling logo. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super-friendly staff. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Stitches, we make you look good.
Do
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Ms. Prep Sports Heroes. Welcome back to the action here at Oakland Park, Legions Field. Chris Stratton here for Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got continued coverage of the Northwest Regional Tournament 2017 here in Missoula. And we've got a new pitcher on the mound for Bozeman, and that would be the one and only, looking at the wrong side, number 13 is Hunter Williams. Saw him pitch on Sunday. He's got a good arm on him. And there goes the Lifeline helicopter lifting off of the building, the hospital over across the river there, St. Pat's. And leading off for Oregon here, or I should say batting next for Oregon as we have the pitching change, is Casey Buchanan, and James Turnbull goes to the Access Fitness on deck. Here's the pitch by Williams. This one will be hit foul up over the netting. We do have action in the Oregon bullpen. Number 25 is warming up over there. That would be Jacob Melton. So bottom of the fourth, 2 outs, 6-3 Oregon on the Stitches scoreboard. Runner at second. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch by Williams. This one's going to be hit into center field. High center fielder. He's going to take a moment, gather it, and he'll get it in there. And that'll close out the inning. So Oregon, they'll get 3 runs. They'll leave 1 hanging, and they'll take a 6-3 lead on the Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the top of the 5th inning on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience, and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament.
Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here. Coverage of the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. And right now, Oregon leads Bozeman, Montana 6-3 on the Stitches scoreboard. Top of the 5th inning here. And Oregon, they would add runs up on 3 runs in both the 3rd and 4th inning. Leading off for Bozeman here, number 14. Actually, number 5.
Number 5,
Tyler Doby. Top of the batting order for Bozeman. Bailey Paddock goes to the Access Fitness on deck circle. Here's the pitch by Hunt. He's still on the mound for Oregon. We did see Melton warm up in the last half inning. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit out to the second baseman. He'll get it on the hop out of the dirt. The throw to first is there just ahead of the runner for out number 1. That will take us to Bailey Paddock. The center fielder. And Hostetler will go to the Access Fitness on deck. This one will be fouled down the first base line for strike 1. Hostetler now that he's done on the mound is in right field. Here's the pitch. That one close to hitting the batter of Paddock. He would dance out of the way. And we move to an even count at 1. Here's the pitch. That one close. They say it did get him, and they'll go ahead and take the base. So Bozeman will lead off the inning here with an HBP. And Morgan Hostetler will step to the plate now with Jake Murfitt in the on deck. 1 out here, top of the 5th. 6-3 Oregon on the Stitches scoreboard. Throw to first. Runners back in time. Hostetler settles into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Hunt now, ready for the pitch. Runner looked like he was going to go. That pitch is low. I would say that the runner out there, Paddock, playing with the head of the pitcher. So looking at Barry Hunt's stats here. 59 pitches in, 59 pitches in, 38 of those are strikes. That one's outside, and we go to a 2-0 count here. He's allowed 3 runs off of 7 hits, all 3 earned, walked, and struck out 1 batter. He's hit 1. Here's the pitch, low. And it's quickly to a 3-0 count here. Top of 5. Oregon leads Bozeman 6-3. Runner at first, 1 out for Bozeman. Here's the pitch to Hostetler. He'll watch that one go by, but it'll skin the plate. And we've got strike 1 to Hostetler. Coach Poliquin down the third base line with the signal. They throw to first. Runner dives back in. Hunt will go back there. So they're trying to freeze Paddock over there at first. And Paddock will go. The slide into second, and he'll get the base. And Hostetler will swing and miss. Bat goes flying down the first base line. He regathers the bat. And we've got a full count at 3-2 with 1 out here. Paddock at second. Here's the pitch by Hunt. Swung on, it'll foul in the netting right back at us here. And Hostetler will stay alive. Hostetler settles in. And the pitch by Hunt. He'll reach for that one. That one's going to hop right back at us and land on the awning right outside my window here. Evens the count, or makes it a count at 3-2. Greer. Katie and Mike watching in Omaha. Go Bozeman, go number 20. Thank you at Greer MJ for the tweet. We appreciate it. Send us our tweets at MPSN 406 to let us know you're watching and where you're watching from, and we'll give a shout out on air. Full count at 3-2 here for Hostetler. Here's the pitch. Runner will go. This one will foul off into the netting. Murfitt will come out and snag the ball. Umpire says, I'll take him. Runner at second. One out here. Full count for Hostetler. Hunt will check the runner at second. Now the pitch. That one's outside, and Hostetler will get on with the walk. That'll put runners at first and second with 1 out here for Bozeman. And the catcher, Jake Murfitt, will come to the plate. That'll put Adam Hubley in the Access Fitness on deck. That calls for a meeting on the mound. Everybody on the infield comes in. Coach comes out to check in with Hunt. Didn't see the ball exchange. I think this is just a conference. Now we've got another coach popping out and speaking with the umpire here. And he'll duck back into the third base dugout here for Oregon. And now umpire's on his way out to break it up. It'll get broken up before the umpire gets halfway out there. And the umpire, Holden, will clean the plate off. So Murfitt waiting for his first pitch of the inning. One out here, runners at first and second, top of 5. 6-3 Oregon on the Stitches scoreboard. Barry Hunt on the mound. He'll check the runner at second, and now the pitch. That one will be outside, and we'll start out with a ball here for Murfitt. He'll settle in. Hunt checks the runner at second. They'll throw to second. It's wide, and it will roll out into center field. The runner will hold at second there. Paddock sliding back into second to get back. He's going to have to tie his shoe out there. Wardrobe malfunction, we call that. Now Hunt with the pitch. That one catches the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. We even the count out at 1. Next game coming up here at 4 o'clock. Yakima versus the Missoula Mavericks. Both teams winners yesterday. Hunt checks the runner at second. Paddock dancing out there, playing with the head, and Hunt will go ahead and step off the mound and force the runners back to their bases. Hostetler at first. Murfitt settles back into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Runners are going to go ahead and advance. The throw down the third base line. Sliding in, and they get him. No, he is safe. So now Bozeman's got runners at second and third with one out here, and an even count at 1. Now it updates here with us. 2-1 count here for Murfitt. Hunt now with the pitch. This one blasted out, rolls out, shortstop sticks it. The throw to third is he's out at third. The runner comes home. And it's 6-4 now. With 2 outs. That the first baseman, Adam Hubley, and Ryan Evenson goes to the Access Fitness on deck circle. So Bozeman, they get a run here in the top of the 5th to make it 6-4. They've got 2 outs and a runner at first. Here's the pitch. This one. Golf swung out to center field, caught by the center fielder, and that will end the inning. So Bozeman, they'll leave one on, they'll score one, and they make it 6-4 on the Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the bottom of the 5th on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 30 years, Garden of Eden has passionately pursued to aid Missoula's area churches in their mission to evangelize the surrounding areas. Garden of Eden has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop in to visit their full-service coffee bar and luscious homemade fudge. Shop their online store and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. Visit them at www.shopgardenofreden.com or stop by their store at 2621 Brooks. Garden of Eden is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports and the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their one-third sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got the throw to second to indicate the start of the inning. Bottom of the fifth, Oregon leads the Bozeman Bucks 6-4 on the Stitches scoreboard. We're in Game 6 of the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. And leading off on the inning for Oregon is James Turnbull. And here's the pitch, high. Hunter Williams on the mound for Bozeman. He would come in the last half, or in the last inning. We do have action in the bullpen for Oregon. Here's the pitch. Outside, they've got Melton warming up out there again. So we'll see what he's got in store. Williams with a 1-0 count here. James Turnbull in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Here's the pitch. That one is low. Makes it 2-0 on the count. In the on deck for Oregon, number 37, Dylan Marsh. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate. That's the zone that Williams was looking for. Let us know that you're watching. Tweet us at MPSN 406. We'll share, give you a little love on air. We want to know who you're rooting for, where you're at. Here's the pitch. That one catches the outside of the plate for strike two. Turnbull thought he was going to get the free base, and Holden, the umpire, takes a moment to call the strike. Full count at 3-2 now. No outs. Here's the pitch. This one's going to bounce in front of the plate. Hops out. Third baseman picks it up. The throw to third is there in time, and that's out number one. And that'll take us to number 37, Dylan Marsh. His first opportunity to bat on the day. Marsh would come in and head over to third. Here's Williams. Nods, settles, and the pitch. That one's high. Ball one. So Melton warming up over in the Mike's Print and Copy bullpen down the third base line. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off between the legs of the umpire, and we'll even the count out. Your local heroes, as I call them. That's exactly what they are, is our local sports heroes. No matter where you're at, here's the pitch. High and outside, and we go to a 2-1 count. Williams now settles, and the pitch. That one catches the plate, and we even the count out, or we make it a 1-2 count. Or are we tied at 2? Waiting for Game Tracker to update here. It says even at 2 on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch by Williams. That one will strike out the batter, and that'll be the first K for Williams on the game. Out number 2 here for Oregon. Bottom of the 5th. Oregon leads 6-4 over Bozeman. That'll take us to number 14, Keller Edwards. He'll step into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Bunt laid down. It's foul. Melton in the on deck. He's actually running back from the Mike's Print and Copy bullpen. He'll have to switch gears and get ready to bat here. Williams waits for the pitch, nods at it from Murfitt. Now Edwards steps out of the box. Practice swing and settles in. 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. That one's going to tag the batter right on the numbers, and Oregon will get a free base here. And coming to the plate, number 25, Jacob Melton, and Tate Cowden will go to the Access Fitness on deck circle. Melton settles in. He was in the bullpen warming up just a few moments ago. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for Melton for strike 1. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. And Oregon leads Bozeman, Montana 6-4. We've got the Hawaii team in here, or at least the coaching staff from the Hawaii team. Runner at first, steps away. Step and a half lead. Williams with the pitch. Swung on down the first base line. First baseman can't get it. It'll roll into right field. Picked up, runner around second, and he'll stand up at third. And with 2 outs here, Oregon will have runners on the corners. And that brings up Tate Cowden. And the Nicholas Sanderson will go to the Access Fitness on deck circle. Murfitt steps in front of the plate, signals the field for the out since there are runners on the corners. And Cowden settles in. Williams checks the runner at first. Now the pitch. That one's high for ball 1. Ducking out of the way is Cowden. 6-4 Oregon over Bozeman. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Hunter Williams on this pitcher's mound, and that one will catch the plate and will even the count out at 1. Next game coming up at 4. That's between Yakima and the host team, Missoula Mavericks. Williams checks his shoulder. Checks him again, and now the pitch. Runner will go. This one's going to be hit foul into the bullpen and up onto the grassy knoll down the third base line. It's really cool how the Osprey have the general admission seating down the third base line there. They've got it all grass, so you can bring your blanket out for Osprey. Have a little picnic type setup down there. They do that, I believe, Sunday night is family night. No, Sunday night is hit the books night, the book it. I have to remember, I think Monday night is family night, or is it bike to the ballpark? I'll get it figured out. That pitch will catch the plate, and Williams will finish the inning on a K. No runs scored, 2 runners left on base, and it stays 6-4. We'll be back with the top of the 6th in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We've got Game 6 here of the American Legion 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Bozeman, Montana taking on Oregon. Oregon leads 6-4 here in the top of the 6th inning. And leading off for Bozeman, that would be number 12, Ryan Evenson, the third baseman. He'll settle into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. And in the on-deck circle, the Access Fitness on-deck circle is Hunter Williams. He'll have his first at-bat of the game. Bozeman without the DH. This one will be fouled right into the dugout of Oregon down the third base line. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and viewing the games here, supporting your Prep Sports athletes, cheering them on. Let us know that you're viewing. Send us a tweet at MPSN406 on Twitter. Swing and a miss for a strike. Evenson settles back into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Here's the pitch by Hunt. That one will catch the plate and strike out the batter for out number 1 here in the top of the 6th.
Number 13, Hunter Williams.
And that'll bring up the pitcher, Hunter Williams, for his first opportunity at bat. Swing and a miss for strike 1. In the on deck is Peyton Price in the Access Fitness on deck circle. Here's the pitch. That one's low and outside. Evens the count out at 1. Here's the pitch by Hunter. This one's going to be by Hunt, I should say. Picked up by the second baseman at the fringe and thrown to first for out number 2.
Number 3, Peyton Price.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Peyton Price. And going to the on-deck circle, here's the pitch. It'll catch the plate for strike 1. Going to the Access Fitness on-deck circle is Mike Friend. Here's the pitch by Hunt. Outside, ball 1. Looking at Hunt's stats here. Hunt. Outside pitch. 80 pitches in, 51 strikes. He's allowed 4 runs off of 8 hits, all 4 runs earned, and has struck out and walked 2 batters each. That one will hit the batter. They'll take a moment, confers with Price, does the umpire, and Price will take his base. So with 2 outs here, Bozeman's got 1 on. Up. And Mike Friend. Friend settles in. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside of the plate for strike 1. Top of the 6th here. Oregon leads Bozeman, Montana 6-4. In the Hockey Wolf batter's box is Friend. Here's the pitch by Hunt. Swung on and missed, and that'll be strike two. 0-2 count, 2 outs here. Top of 6. Next game coming up at 4, and that will be the Missoula Mavericks and Yakima. We'll get into the winner's side of the bracket. This one's fouled off into the netting, and Friend will stay alive. But the winner's side of the bracket plays this afternoon, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. The 7 o'clock game tonight, well, that is Cheyenne of Wyoming and Hawaii. Mid-Pacific, to be exact. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to foul into the dugout of Oregon. And Friend, I apologize. Yes, Friend stays alive. Hunt checks the runner at first. 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. That one will be inside, and we have ball 1 here for the shortstop. In the on deck is Tyler Doby. This one, high floater. It's going to go deep into left field. Left fielder's back there at the warning track. He'll get it in the glove, and that will end the inning. Bozeman gets one on, leaves them there, and it stays 6-4. Bottom of the 6th in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament. Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Stitches can handle your large-scale projects for your team, special event, or for your organization. With their on-site graphic artists and design support team, Stitches can help you turn your idea into a compelling logo. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Stitches, we make you look good.
Welcome back to Ogren Park Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are set to go. The bottom of the 6th inning. Oregon leads Bozeman, Montana 6-4. Game 6 of the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. And the leadoff batter for Oregon on the inning is number 32, Nicholas Sanderson. And Cole Carter goes to the Access Fitness on-deck circle. Sanderson settles in. He is 0 for 2 on the day. He's got an RBI though. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the plate for strike 1. On the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound is Hunter Williams. He came in a couple innings ago. This one will be hit foul down the first base line. And we go to an 0-2 count here for Sanderson. Sanderson 0 for 2, as I mentioned, an RBI. Williams nods at the pitch, and it's on its way. Swung on, foul, hard down the first base line and into the bullpen. It will actually roll out onto the field. The right fielder is going to go ahead and take care of it. Williams now. Here it is. Swung on and missed. They're going to say pound the line. And Oregon leads off at first. Ball. That'll bring up the center fielder, Cole Carter. And Joe Johnson will go to the Access Fitness on-deck circle. So no outs here. Bottom of the 6th. And Oregon leads 6-4 on the Stitches scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Off the toe. Runner will advance from first to second as Murfitt has to wrangle it in front of the third base dugout. Umpire says he needs to be restocked. Actually, the Bozeman dugout will toss him across to the Oregon dugout as Johnson will bring it up when he goes to bat. A nod by Williams. Checks the runner at second. This one will be hit. It's going to go high and deep into right field. Right fielder has the catch, the throw, as the runner at second will tag. The throw to third is not there in time. And with one out here, umpire threw the 3 balls back that Johnson brought out with him. Not quite sure what that was all about. And so with one out here, Oregon has a runner at third threatening. Joe Johnson steps into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. And Casey Buchanan goes to the Access Fitness on-deck circle. Williams ready for the pitch on the Cunningham pitcher's mound, and that one will be inside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. Let us know that you're watching, folks. Get a hold of us at MPSN 406 on Twitter. We'll share the tweet on air. Williams nods at the pitch. Runner at third. Settles. And now the pitch. That one will catch the inside of the plate. That's where he was looking on the first pitch. And we've got at MC Glone Mary tweeting in, Mary watching from Billings, go Bucks. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. Another one coming in here at Libby T. Scrappy. Buchanan's and Pankeys watching from Oregon. Go Stangs. Hashtag Go Stangs. Thanks for tweeting in, guys. Letting us know. And that batter is going to be struck out for out number 2.
Number 16, Casey Buchanan.
That'll take us to Casey Buchanan, the left fielder. As we have a conference on the mound between Murfitt and Williams. It's a brief one. Murfitt now settles in behind the plate. Buchanan in the on-deck circle. Or no. He's in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. In the on-deck circle is James Turnbull. Here's the pitch by Williams. Swung on. That one's going to hop over the third baseline netting. Strike 1 on the foul ball. Looking at Williams here. He's going to hold for a moment. Now the pitch. That one's inside for a ball. Evens a count out at 1. But looking at Williams here, 31 pitches in, 22 of those are strikes. In the semifinal against the Royals last Sunday, and Ice Billings now securing pitches low. We go to an even count at 1 here. The scoreboard says 2-1. Game tracker says 0-1, so we'll go with the scoreboard here. So, bottom of the 6th, 6-4, Oregon over Bozeman, Montana. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. Even count now. This one's going to be hit short into left field, and the left fielder's got it on the dive, and Bozeman will retire the side. They'll leave it 6-4 as we go into the top of the 7th. Back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience, and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Feel stuck to your computer when you're cheering on your prep sports hero when you can't make it to the game? Well, now you don't have to. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has the app for all of Missoula high school sports fans.
It doesn't get any better than this. This is the future.
Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network in either the iTunes or Google Play app stores and take the game on the go.
How fantastic is that?
The Missoula Prep Sport Network knows that life is busy. You don't have time to sit by the computer. Download the app and take the game with you.
Welcome back to Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are at the top of the 7th. Oregon leads Bozeman, Montana 6-4, and the leadoff batter for Bozeman is the left fielder, Tyler Doby. Doby with a phenomenal play to end the inning in the previous half inning with a diving catch in left field. Barry Hunt on the mound. And his first pitch to Doby is outside, ball 1. Got another tweet in here, folks, we want to share with you. MF Richardson 01. Go Mavs. Hashtag 13 is my favorite. I wonder if that isn't Trad Richardson's dad. Pitch is outside, makes it 2-0 on the count here. Here's the pitch. That one will slice the plate for strike 1. So a 2-1 count here on the leadoff batter, Doby, for Bozeman. Here's the pitch by Hunt. This one's going to go foul. It's going to go high. And we'll have a strike here. 3-1 count for Doby. He'll swing on this one. It's going to go down high the third base line, but it's going to be caught by the left fielder, and that'll be out number 1. We want to welcome all of our viewers in that are watching at mpsn406.com, as well as the Missoula Prep Sports Network. You guys are the ones that make these young men feel like the sports heroes they are. We were very happy to be able to bring this broadcast to you guys at no cost. Here's the pitch. It'll hop in front of the plate. Out to shortstop. The throw and the tag at first for out number 2. Nice job by the first baseman, Joe Johnson. He had to get off the bag to get the throw, to get the catch, and twisted to get the tag for the out. That will take us to number 14, Morgan Hostetler. Here's the pitch to Hostetler. Catches the outside of the plate for strike 1. 6-4 Oregon. Top of the 7th. Over Bozeman. That pitch is going to go off the toe of the catcher. And we'll have an error for Hostetler. Here's the pitch. Outside. Moves it to 2-1 for Hostetler. Hostetler, 1 for 2, had RBI. Started out the game on the mound and has moved to right field. That's his normal home. And now we've got a 3-1 count here now for Hunt. We have seen this one's going to pop up down the third base line. Third baseman says he's got it. He'll trip over the bag or the plate in the bullpen, and that one will actually bounce into the grassy area down the third base line. be a strike, so a full count here for Hostetler. Here's the pitch. They'll bean Hostetler right on the numbers. He'll get the free base. As I was saying, Hunt, we did see a pitcher warming up in Jacob Melton, who's hanging out in right field right now a couple of times today. That'll bring us to the catcher, Jake Murfitt. So 2 outs here, a runner at first. 6-4 Oregon. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's going to chop out into right field, and that will end the inning. So Bozeman will get one on. They'll leave him there, and it will be 6-4. Bottom of the 7th in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome to Access Fitness, where there's no initiation fees and no contracts. You just get results. With the top-of-the-line equipment to help you reach your fitness goals at your convenience, and 5 locations in western Montana cities, no matter where you venture, you can access your fitness home. Access Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can work out at your schedule. Access Fitness, no initiation fees, no contracts, just results. Access Fitness is a proud sponsor of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports Heroes. Welcome back to Oakland Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. At the bottom of the 7th inning here, and Oregon leads Bozeman 6-4 on the Stitches scoreboard. I hope everybody's standing at home. We got the 7th inning stretch going on here at Oakland Park. Fans getting their stretch on as we are deep in the game. Bottom of the 7th. There's the throw to second to indicate the start of the inning. And Hunter Williams on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. And the leadoff batter for Oregon is James Turnbull. And in the on deck, trying to get a number here, I believe it is Dylan Marsh. We'll wait for him to warm up. Williams now with the pitch. That one is a ball. And that is Dylan Marsh in the Access Fitness on deck circle for Oregon. Bottom of 7. Oregon leads Bozeman 6-4. Loser's done. Winner moves on. Here's the pitch. That one slices the plate. Evens the count out at 1. And we see a new pitcher trot out to the bullpen, the Mike's Print and Copy bullpen. For Bozeman, I'm not quite sure if he's pitcher. He's throwing like a field player, warming up. He's inching his way back to the mound, though. Here's the pitch by Williams. Reaching for it and connecting. This one will float high over second base, and it will be out by the shortstop for out number 1. For what we do. We've got a 25 pitch count that prevents pitchers from going on to pitch game available. Not quite sure if Williams has hit that yet. High pitch for Marsh, Dylan Marsh in the Hockey Wolf batter's box. And should be Keller Edwards in the Access Fitness on deck. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. And that will make it an even count at 1. 1 out here. Williams, looking at his stats here. Well, he's 39 pitches in. 28 of those have been strikes.
That one catches the outside of the plate for a strike. And we've got a 1-2 count here with one out. Nobody on for Oregon. Bottom of the 7th. Oregon leads 6-4 on the Stitches scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It'll foul off. And Marsh will stay alive with the 1-2 count. Williams, he'll nod at the pitch, and it's on its way. This one he'll connect with. It's going to go foul down the first baseline, and it will land in the third row behind the dugout. And now 6 is settled on the mound in the Mike's Print and Copy bullpen. That would be Finn Snyder warming up down there. Keller Williams, though. Hunter Williams there on the mound. And here comes Yakima. They're in the building. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the plate, and Williams will have a K. Yakima and the Missoula Mavericks, host team, they play next. Yakima making their way to the batting cages that are behind the wall down the third base line between the park and the river. And with 2 outs here, Keller Williams settles in. Jacob Melton goes to the on deck. First pitch is a ball to Edwards. This one's going to be hit out. Shortstop will get it in the dirt. The throw to first, shot over there, and that will end the inning. So the bottom of the 7th, Oregon will go 1-2-3. Top of the 8th in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 30 years, Garden of Reading has passionately pursued to aid Missoula's area churches in their mission to evangelize the surrounding areas. Garden of Reading has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop in to visit their full-service coffee bar and luscious homemade fudge. Shop their online store and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. Visit them at www.shopgardenofreading.com or stop by their store at 2621 Brooks. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports and the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Game 6 of the 2017 Northwest Regional Tournament, and Oregon leads Bozeman, Montana 6-4. Leadoff batter for Bozeman is Adam Hubley, the first baseman. And in the on deck, even is a Barry Hunt on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one will evens it out. Looking at Hunt for the stretch so far. We have seen Melton warm up, but Hunt, looking at his stats here with the pitch, that one will catch the outside of the plate. 104 pitches in, 64 of those have been strikes. So we're probably going to see Hunt finish out here. 120 is the pitch count wall. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Evens the count out at 2. Hunt getting close to the wall. Here's the pitch. That one will be high, and we even the count out at 2 here. Trying to see the scoreboard, squinting. Sun's just right in the perfect spot where you're not quite able to see the digits. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off into the netting. And with a full count, Hubley will stay alive. Bozeman trying to get back into this in the top of the 8th as they are down 6-4 on the Stitches scoreboard. Leadoff batter, here's the pitch. Swung on, this one will be hit right at Hunt. Picked up by the shortstop over second. The throw to first, not there in time. Trying to get the swing on it once again was the first baseman, Johnson, but just not able to get it.
Number 12, Ryan Evenson.
And we've got a message in here, email, from Keller Edwards' grandparents, great aunt and uncle listening in Iowa. Go Medford. Thanks for tuning in there, the Edwards family. Thanks for letting us know that you're listening. They'll throw to first, and diving back in is the runner. No outs here, top of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt is Evenson. That one will even the count out at 1. Runner at first for Bozeman. Evenson settles back into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt. That one will be a ball. So 2-1 count here for Evenson. Runner at first, no outs. Oregon leads Bozeman 6-4 on the Stitches scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down. Third baseman will pick it up on the bounce. The throw to first. They'll get the out. Damage is done, though. The sac bunt moves the runner to second with 1 out here. And that'll bring up Joe Johnson. Or, nope, looking at the wrong one. That'll bring up number 6, Finn Snyder. We've seen Snyder warm up in the bullpen. We do have another pitcher warming up in the bullpen for Bozeman down the first base line, the Mike's Print and Copy bullpen. So we'll see what...
Your attention, please. Now batting for Montana, number 6, Finn Snyder.
So we'll see what Finn Snyder does here. Whether they're going to bring him in and pitch. I imagine so. And he'll settle into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Runner at second. 1 out. Here's the pitch. That one slices the plate for strike 1. Hunt takes a deep breath. Runner steps away from second. Here's the pitch. That one inside. Makes it a 2-1 count. Yakima hanging out down the third base line on the deck here. And I see Coach Mosier Mavericks and Coach in the building. They've got the 4 o'clock game. That pitch. In. Runner steps away. Here's that one. And we've got a 3-1 count here for Snyder. Hunt now with the pitch. He'll step off. Forces the runner back to second. Peyton Price in the Access Fitness on-deck circle for the Bozeman Bucks. This one will be slapped out, bounces past the runner, picked up by the shortstop. The throw to first is there, and that will be out number 2. Runner advances to third, and that will bring up Price. And that's going to bring a call to the dugout, and it looks like we are going to have a pitching change here as Melton will come in from right field. Hunt hands over the ball, and that signifies the change. We'll step aside for 60 seconds here while the new pitcher warms up on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their one-third sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has the news on Missoula and surrounding communities' sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Follow us on Twitter at mpsn406. mpsn406.com, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We've got the pitching change taken care of, and Jacob Melton will come onto the mound. He was in right field, and it looks like number 6, Joe Johnson, is heading out, and number 32, the designated hitter, is at first. So that's the changes. Sanderson at first.
Your attention please for Oregon. Now pitching, number 25, Jacob Melton.
So Jacob Melton is on the mound now. We'll look at the stats here for Barry Hunt. 4 earned runs off of 8 hits, 4 runs total. Walked and struck out 2 batters. 120 pitch count, hit 72 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this one will be fouled off by Price down the first base line.
Balls to the ticket stand. We're really running through baseballs here. We don't know where they're going. Thank you.
Here's the pitch. High. Makes it 2-1 on the count. Runner at third for Bozeman. 2 outs here. Top of the 8th. 6-4 lead for Oregon. Here's the pitch by Melton. He'll reach for this one over the top of the shortstop's head. That'll bring the runner home from third, and Bozeman pulls within 1. That'll bring up the shortstop, Mike Friend. He'll settle into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Still got a pitcher warming up on the mound down there, and that is number 6, Finn Schneider. This one's going to be hit high into right center field, and it's going to be caught to end the inning. Bozeman, they'll pull within 1 to make it 6-5, bottom of the 8th in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure it's handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in the surrounding community. Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the I Fly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at I Fly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow I Fly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. I Fly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Ogren Park, Allegiance Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Game 6 of the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Oregon leads the Bozeman Bucks 6-5 on the Stitches scoreboard. Hunter Williams on the mound for Bozeman. Let me check that.
Your attention, please. From Montana.
Nope. New pitcher.
Number 4, Mike Friend.
Mike Friend is on the mound.
Now playing center field. Number 3, Peyton Price. Now playing shortstop.
Price
Bailey Paddock.
moves to shortstop. There's a wholesale of changes. We'll try to get them to you as we go down the line. Leading off for Oregon is the pitcher, Jacob Melton.
Number 25.
So Friend on the mound. We'll take a look at Williams' stats here. Hunter Williams from Bozeman. As Friend is set for the first pitch, Melton will call time. So looking at Williams' stats here. Would not allow a run off a 1 hit. Struck out 5 batters. This one's going to be hit off the hand grips. It's going to go short and bounce between the second baseman and the right fielder. And Oregon will start off here in the 8th with a man on. Back to Williams' stats. In the 3 1/3 innings he pitched, he would have pitches. 34 of those would be strikes. He would strike out 5 batters, not walk any. So Williams doing a stellar job for Bozeman on the mound. Bottom of the 8th, no outs here. Runner at first for Oregon. Tate Cowden at the Hockey Wolf batter's box. And Nicholas Sanderson in the Access Fitness on deck circle. Friend will check the runner at first. Half a step out there for the runner. And here's the pitch by Friend. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter. Evens the count out at 1. Bottom of the 8th. Oregon leads Bozeman 6-5. Winner moves on. They will play at 1 tomorrow. The loser of the Game 7, which is at 4, up next here. The loser is done. This is loser outside of the bracket. This pitch bunted down, picked up the throw to first, and that will be out number 1. He wanted to go to second, did Friend, but he went to the easy out at 1. And the sack bunt works as the Oregon has a runner at second. That'll bring up number 32, Nicholas Sanderson. And Cole Carter moves to the Access Fitness on deck circle. So Sanderson settles into the Hockey Wolf batter's box. Runner steps away from second, 2-step lead. Mike Friend gets the pitch. He's on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch. That one outside for ball 1. Let us know you're viewing, where you're viewing from. Send us a tweet at MPSN406 on Twitter. Osprey open up the second half of their season tonight. Here's the pitch. This one, fielder calls it, and that'll be out number 2.
Number 10, Cole Carter.
Runner second. The center fielder, Cole Carter, and Joe Johnson will go to the Access Fitness on deck circle. So 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th. Mike Friend on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound. Runner steps away from second. He's got a heavy 2.5-step lead. Here they'll step off, does Friend, and forces the runner back. end will check the runner. Two-step lead at second. Here's the pitch. Slices the plate for strike one. So 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th. Oregon leads 6-5 over Bozeman, Montana. Next game coming up at 4, roughly. That's going to be Yakima and the host team, Missoula. This one's going to be hit, twisted off the bat into center field, and it's caught for the end of the side. Missoula holds off Oregon, and it's 6-5 going into the top of the 9th. All the marbles for Bozeman in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Stitches can handle your large-scale projects for your team, special event, or for your organization. With their on-site graphic artists and design support team, Stitches can help you turn your idea into a compelling logo. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Stitches, we make you look good.
Feel stuck to your computer when you're cheering on your Prep Sports hero when you can't make it to the game? Well, now you don't have to. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has the app for all of Missoula high school sports fans.
It doesn't get any better than this. This is the future.
Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network in either the iTunes or Google Play app stores and take the game on the go.
How fantastic is that?
The Missoula Prep Sport Network knows that life is busy. You don't have time to sit by the computer. Download the app and take the game with you.
Welcome back to the 2017 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Top of the 9th inning. All the marbles for Bozeman as they are down 6-5 to Oregon. Leadoff batter for Bozeman is the leadoff batter on the card, Tyler Doby, the left fielder. He'll settle in, and Bailey Paddock will go to the Access Fitness on-deck circle. Jacob Melton on the Cunningham Law pitcher's mound, and that one will be strike one. So Oregon trying to finish off Bozeman here and move on. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, in front of the plate, evens the count out at 1. Doby settles back in. And that pitch makes it 2-1 on the count. Doby's 1 for 4 with a run and an RBI. Here's the pitch. That one's catching the plate, and we'll have an even count at 2 now. Here's the pitch by Melton. Swung on and missed. And Oregon will start out the 9th with a K for Melton. That'll bring up the center fielder, Bailey Paddock. And going to the Access Fitness on deck is Morgan Hostetler. This one will be grounded to the second baseman, picked up at the fringe, the throw to first, and that'll be out number 2. And now Oregon is 1 out away. So away and moving 6-5 on the scoreboard. That one will catch the outside of the plate for strike 1 on Hostetler. Murphy in the Access Fitness. Hostetler swing on this. It's high. And with the end of the game is the right fielder. And Oregon moves on 6-5 over Bozeman. We want to thank all of our fans for tuning in and viewing the game today. We will have the next game between Yakima and the Missoula Mavericks.